Your character is so important. And character isn't defined by times of happiness and joy and when everything's going your way. It's about, when things aren't going your way, when maybe you don't get the opportunity, when maybe you put all the work in the world into something and it doesn't go your way. Who are you in that moment?
You're feeling the most trapped and down and nothing can go right. I feel like those are the moments that define you, that are like, what am I going to do now? How do you respond to that? Thinking your way, feeling your way, working your way through those things on the other side. You're the closest to getting what you want. It's always the hardest. People give up right before they get what they've always wanted to get. People quit and they give up. And I will not be the person who quit before I got what I wanted.
But I'm starting to realize, bro, when you dance to your own rhythm, when you play by your own rules, and you living through your vision, that's a perfect indication you're doing it correctly. Because they literally don't see what you see. They don't see it. They don't see what you see. They don't see as far as you see. And they don't understand why you see what you see.
Reality is that most people don't change. Most people live the same 6 months 100 times in a row and then they die. They go to the same places, they make the same jokes, they have the same small talk, they work at the same job, and then they die because they were never willing to be uncomfortable, because they were never willing to change. And a lot of people get real uncomfortable when I talk about this stuff. But most people are average, and most people stay stuck in the same patterns. They live the same 6 months for 40 straight years and never change. And so if you want to be exceptional, then you will often have to be the exception.
This is a friendly reminder that the clarity that you're looking for is on the other side of the action that you're afraid to take. So you're stuck in this place of indecision, paralysis by analysis, trying to find 100% certainty that the next move you're going to make is the right move, otherwise you'll be miserable. But the funny thing is, you're already miserable because you're stuck in this place of fear and self-doubt. And the clarity that you're looking for isn't going to come until you take the next step.
Yourself. You push yourself to that point where you feel that a thought is coming back. It's time to rest. And when the mind says it's time to rest, that's the point to keep going. That is that threshold which is going to make the difference afterwards. So discovering your limits on the one side is the first thing. Because discovering your limits means you have a vision about what you can do, and at the same time the limit is showing you what you cannot do at the moment. It is also to condition myself to a certain vibe. That vibe is, I don't know what this life is gonna bring, but there is no alternative. Then when the challenge comes, when life is getting hard, there is no alternative for me than to just keep going.
When we no longer know which way to go, we have come to our real journey. What if the experience of feeling lost or confused was inviting you into a deeper inquiry with your soul? What might it be asking you to look at, to feel, to change, or to release? And what is one step you can take to honor this invitation?
You can't be great at anything without effort. What appears to be raw talent is usually the result of a skill that's been refined over time. Nobody is born a master of their craft. Don't be discouraged by the abilities of other people. They all started off as beginners who doubted themselves too. But the difference is, they never gave up. So speak it into existence. Surround yourself with people who are on a similar path. Keep pursuing the things that interest you, even if you're not the best at it yet. Because with consistency and effort, it's only a matter of time.
You have to work every single day. I think that's where your confidence comes from. Because when nobody's looking, because that's what you're gonna be able to fall back on. And that's what you're gonna be able to rely on when push comes to shove.
What is your attitude like? How do you respond to those things? Because that says so much more about who you are than what you say or when things are going well. It's so easy to put on a smile and be faithful when things are going your way, but when you get tested, you hit an obstacle in life, you hit a setback, who are you in those moments? Because that's true character.
Whenever you feel negative or unhappy about anything, you say, wait a minute, I'm responsible. I'm responsible for my life. I'm responsible for what happens. I can't change the past, so I'm not going to spend a second worrying about the past. I'm going to become so busy working on my future and my goals that I don't have time to think about the past.
Before you can do something, you must first be something. Before you can do what you would most like to do, you must first become the person who can do it. The secret is to get and hold fast in your mind the mental image of the person you would most like to be. Then in every situation you act and talk as you feel that person would. You make the kind of decisions you think that person would. This is the way to constantly grow into a better, more effective person. Now your life will not be transformed overnight. There'll be no sudden miracles perhaps, but steadily, day by day, you'll grow into the image you hold in your mind. If you doubt this, try it for 30 days and watch what happens. You've got nothing to lose. The time is going to pass anyway. Why not put it to work, becoming the person you most want to become? It's the trick of the experts in every field.
If you have an idea that you genuinely think is good, if there is something that you feel is good, something you want to do, something that means something to you, try to do it. Because I think you can only do your best work if you're doing what you want to do, and if you're doing it the way you think it should be done. And if you can take pride in it after you've done it, no matter what it is,